This is the Ryder and Lisa replay.
Brought to you by Action Furnace. Fixed right or it's free.
There was a lot of drinking with what we did this weekend. It was a curling bonspiel, which people seem to turn up for.
Jake Ryan almost died.
Yeah, he slipped on the ice. That you can't blame that on drinking, though. I don't think he'd been drinking. That was the morning game.
No, I know, but I'm just saying it was an intense weekend.
Yeah, he's fine, though.
He's okay, but it was really close.
So what I learned this weekend, I was the skip for our station team, and I need to go and test free agency.
No, absolutely. Okay,
and find a new team.
Because the fact that you haven't mentioned yet this morning how good I am at curling for a first-time curler is kind of rude. Who was the one that everyone was saying needs to become a full-time curler? Out of you and me. Nobody even looked at you.
Okay, the supportive kings that we'd play against, all the old guys that, they were super into giving you compliments.
Ryder.
What?
Admit it. Say it. I know it's really hard for you.
Mm-hmm. No, I thought you did great.
Ryder.
But I still think we lost like 12-1.
I am an unreal curler and Ryder is not. That's what I learned this weekend. We're all talking about it. We actually have a group chat called
Well, then it shouldn't be a big deal when I quit the team, I guess. Then it's not a big deal. Why don't you skip next year? Good luck.
I don't want to skip. I want to be the one that actually gets the points again.
What?
Throwing the
skip
rock.
Throws the last rocks. 90% of the points are scored by the skip.
Well, I don't know the rules
Exactly. He also just refused to sweep for a couple games
because
there.
I was scared of the ice at first. But look at me now. You know, my grandma was really good at curling.
Yeah, I wish I had her on the team.
You did, in spirit.
Okay. I'm going to be looking for a new team next year, I think.
Me too. Well, probably like a higher ranking team as well.
Well, why don't you put in a team next year and I'll put in a team and we'll just see how it works out for you.
Okay.
Unless you get some of those old guys that were giving you compliments on your team.
They were actually coaching me, unlike you. You were like mad that I was good, even though we were on the same team.
So what's something ridiculous you have in your purse? Riley, what's up?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
So I last summer I would just have a set of like anywhere between 3 to 5 darts in my purse, just in case like a random game of beer darts broke out.
Oh, I thought maybe you meant cigarettes.
Oh, what?
Just 3 loose darts in the bag?
Yeah, like I mean, I usually just made sure I didn't accidentally poke my eye out or something, but
yeah, good point. Or like reaching in for something. That sounds dangerous.
Did they ever come in handy? Like, were you sitting around and you're like, I've got them. I've got the darts. Let's play around.
Oh, totally. We played more beer darts last summer than ever before just because I always had them with us. So
hilarious.
So good.
Thank you for the call. We appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Riley. Have a great day.
Thank you guys. You too.
What's the famous saying? You don't have to get darts for beer darts if you already have darts for beer darts. I'm going to get that tattooed on me.
You should.
780-784-7107. The reason this came up is this weekend we were sitting around talking about ridiculous things that people have in their purse or bags, and people started pulling things out, and it was just ridiculous. One girl had a 50 Shades of Grey novel. She said she hasn't read it in like 4 years. I'm like, why is it just in your bag?
Yeah, and it was all like crumpled up, and you probably couldn't even read it if you wanted to.
Slinky came out. Now that was a mom, so I get it. And fingerless gloves. Like, are you a competitive driver? I don't know what that's for.
Emily texted into 780-784-7107 saying, I always have a peppermint tea bag in my purse just in case one of these days I randomly want a cup of tea. That would be the strangest thing to pull out. Hey, does anyone have any hot water?
Just a raw bag?
Yeah.
Pass me your purse, if you don't mind.
This thing's huge, which is strange because I'm not a mom. I don't really need anything. I use my phone like my Apple Watch, so really, I'm not sure why I have such a large bag. In fact, I haven't really looked in it. I think it's almost like a security blanket. It's my security purse. What's that? Oh, dirty socks.
Dirty socks, nice. Right next to an old dirty Kleenex. Nice one, Grandma.
Okay, but the reason I have dirty socks in there is because I like to change my socks when I get to the chiropractor and stuff in case my feet stink. Or like if I'm
so
going
why wouldn't
into
you have
somewhere.
Clean socks in your bag?
Because those are the ones I took off to put on the clean pair that were in my purse to begin with. So I was switching them out. So I just haven't washed those yet. I forgot they were in there.
So that explains the smell. We got a package of Cuppo soup.
Oh, that's from back in February when I was really sick. What's that? Oh, a tea bag. Emily.
Just like the text.
Yeah, but mine's lemon ginger. It's not as cool. It's not peppermint.
Okay, and then there is a non-frozen liquid ice pack. Like, what good is that going to do? That's for, like, if you get a headache, right?
Yeah, when I have migraines.
But it's not frozen.
I know.
So if you got a hole in that, can you imagine the mess? You should take that out.
Good thing I don't have any lawn darts in there.
Exactly. And then this deodorant that you've claimed numerous times doesn't work.
Well, because it's natural.
I looked in my gym bag today.
Yeah.
This morning, and I was quite surprised when I found 2 sets of swimming goggles. I haven't been swimming in 3 years.
Also, why are you wearing goggles? You're 40.
Well, you wear goggles when you're like swimming lanes, or else you're constantly like hurting your eyes with the chlorine.
Oh.
But I don't know.
I see, when I picture you going swimming, I picture you just going in, belly flopping.
Frolicking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Doing aqua size, whatever.
But I don't know why I have that extra set. Like, what? At what point is one pair of goggles not enough pair of goggles?
It's really comforting to see how many people are texting and saying that they also carry around a pair of clean socks for when they go in to an appointment.
Okay.
You just don't want to be the stinky foot person, you know?
Mm-hmm.
What? You could smell my feet right now?
Well,
It's because you had your nose in my purse.
yeah, like that. Your whole purse stings.
I know.
Like
I should add an
feet.
air freshener in there.
Like one of the tree ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Single dad here on the text line. Snacks and spare kids' clothes in every single bag that I own. This one here, first time texter, no name attached to it, wrote in saying, I'm a construction worker and I used to carry a 24-pack of crayons in my lunch bag. I carry them for shock value and for filling out stupid paperwork.
I like that move, hey?
Oh, that's great.
Imagine you like need something signed and a guy just pulls out like an orange crayon.
Here you go. This'll work.
Years ago when I was working as a cook, we had a waitress that used, you know those little toy sinks that you can get way back in the day?
Toy sinks?
Yeah, for like the little doll stuff.
Okay.
She had one of those in her purse, and the reason she carried it is because guys used to joke around that women carry everything in their purse but the kitchen sink.
Oh, that's hilarious.
She'd bet them a drink in the bar, and they go, okay, you're on, and she'd pull it out, put it on the bar, and get a free drink.
Oh, that's funny. I like that one.
She got lots of free drinks with that sucker.
That's so great.
I think we should pivot here to how you get free drinks.
Okay, I just watched a video on this the other day.
Yeah.
This woman was like, okay, here's how you get a free drink. If you're standing at the bar and somebody comes up and orders something, you ask them what they just ordered. And then you, even if you've had it a million times, you go, oh, I've never tried one of those. And there's just a higher probability that they'll buy you one.
Oh, really? Yeah, let me get you one. Do you think you'd like it?
Yeah, and I would be like as bland as possible. I'd be like way out there. I'd be saying things like, oh, I've never had a beer. Do you think it would work?
Well, I
They'd
do.
be like, we see you here every weekend. Just kidding.
I think it would work, and I also think, like, let's say that drink turns into something, and you go on a date, and then they see pictures that you've been tagged in the past where you obviously have had beer before.
Yeah.
I think it's a funny, crafty way to get a free drink anyway.
Yeah, and you can always just be like, I wasn't looking for anything.
I discovered a way to get free drinks this weekend.
Oh?
It's just lose really, really, really bad to the other curling team, and they'll feel bad and buy you a pitcher of beer.
Or if there's a pitcher of beer, just go get a glass.
It's Ryder and Lisa's 1K wordplay.
Brought to you by Cal Mustara, your real realtor with Maxwell Progressive.
We are joined by caller 7 Tracy, who has gotten through one time before. Didn't fare very well.
No.
Like, it won a little bit of money, though, right, Trace?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay, so let's do better this time. Here's how the game works for anybody that's just checking out the show. Tracy's going to pick a teammate, either Lisa or myself, whoever she thinks that she probably thinks more like. And we're going to give Tracy 5 words with her teammate out of the room.
Yep.
She tells us the first word that comes to mind for each. We'll invite her teammate back in, do the same with them. And then for everyone that matches, it's $25. Hit them all. It's $1,000.
All right.
Okay.
Tracy, who is your teammate this morning?
I'm going with Ryder.
Okay. So we're going to wait until he's completely out of the room. And then I'm going to give you the first word, and then I'll start your 25-second timer. Okay?
Okay.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Tracy, what comes to your mind when I say crawl?
Baby.
Alarm.
Snooze.
Pink.
Heart.
Wrong.
Right.
Butterflies.
Oh. Colorful.
And you just made it. There was like 1 second, 2 seconds left. All right, Ryder. Are you ready? Ryder, what comes to your mind when I say crawl?
Baby.
That's correct. Wrong.
I'm going to go with the opposite here and say right.
That is correct.
Okay.
$50, Tracy. Let's make it 75. Alarm.
Alarm. I've got 2 words here. I'm going to go with clock.
Ooh, Tracy said snooze.
Oh.
What was your other word?
Security.
Oh, okay. So we wouldn't have won it anyway.
Nope.
That's okay. We're going to keep trying. What comes to mind when I say pink? Pink.
Girl.
Tracy said heart.
Okay.
This one was tough. And so was this one, I think. Butterflies.
Oof, that is tough.
I know.
Spring?
So Tracy said colorful. When I wrote the word, I was thinking like nervous, like butterflies in his stomach.
Okay.
We picked up $50, Tracy. That's better than putting you on the wall of shame.
Yeah, for sure. That's great. Thank you.
Can't imagine sitting around in a room and trying to come up with the next big marketing idea, and then you decide on something that maybe is a little bit risky. You throw it out there, and it just fails miserably.
And everybody in the room, there wasn't one person that said, nah, maybe this isn't a great idea.
Yeah, the city of Regina is dealing with that. We'll get to that in a second. The other one that I can think of off the top of my mind is Burger King. I believe it was Burger King UK that on International Women's Day tweeted, "Women belong in the kitchen."
And it was their way of advertising that they're very proud of the women who are cooks in their kitchen.
And I think even going as far as sending a lot of their female employees to culinary school as well. There was like an initiative, a program for that. But just a swing and a miss because people were really upset. The first tweet just said, "Women belong in the kitchen." And so people were just screenshotting that and being like, what happened to Burger King?
Yeah, why would you send this? And then they had all the extra information in the next tweet, which it was too late by then.
See, and I thought it was a pretty crafty idea first reading it, but this was another one of those examples where I just kept my mouth shut and let women speak about this one. And they made way better points than my dumbass thinking it was a good idea when I first saw it. So I'm very thankful that I just sat back and listened and learned.
Yes, absolutely.
In that situation.
Good for you. I like that self-awareness. So what is Regina doing, or what did they try to do? And you said it was shut down?
They've already, pulled the pin on it.
Okay.
So originally they decided to really embrace Experience Regina. Of course, we're talking about the capital city in Saskatchewan. And they went back to a song that was, I think, early 90s maybe.
And was this a parody song, or were they being serious and then we just made it a parody?
No, it was a serious song. And then I think it was actually Jay Onright and Dan O'Toole on TSN back in the day that tracked this song down and started playing it every time Regina would come up on their show. And all of a sudden it just started this fun underground movement of a bunch of people that just really liked this Experience Regina song.
It's catchy.
It is.
Regina, Experience Regina, Regina, Experience Regina.
And that goes on for about 35 minutes, but pretty catchy song. So they've embraced that Experience Regina new slogan, and then they also went with a couple other taglines, I guess. Here's what they decided on. The city that rhymes with fun, which I've heard Regina referenced as that for a long time, but like nothing official. So they even had like sweaters and stuff that were coming out with that have quickly been pulled.
Okay, this is like city council sitting around deciding
No, it's
this?
like Tourism Regina.
Oh, got it. Okay.
And the other one was Show Us Your Regina.
Well, meaning like what you're up to that day.
Yeah, but
Yeah, let's be real.
swing and a miss. Like, even I wasn't sure if we should be talking about this in Regina because I was like, is this too far for us to be talking about? And that's us.
Yeah.
Like, we push it. I feel comfortable talking about most things on this show. So for the fact that like the city was going to really embrace these new lines, it's just such a miss.
I will say next time I go there, I will be using that hashtag.
Show us your Regina or the city that rhymes with fun.
Probably both.
Yeah, throw them both on there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind getting one of those sweaters. I don't know where I'd ever wear it, but I feel like it's going to be worth money someday because this is going down as one of the worst marketing ideas I've ever heard.
Or is it? We're talking about it.
Are we going to travel there?
Probably not.
Jordan from the U of A joins us. Tell us about the Reset for Remission diabetes study you guys are doing.
Yeah, so our study is looking at combining a low-energy diet with an exercise program to look at outcomes of diabetes remission. So we're looking for younger adults between the ages of 18 to 45 years diagnosed with type 2 diabetes in the last 6 years who are not taking insulin and who live in the Edmonton area. We're currently enrolling participants right now, and we continue to look for participants over the coming months into the summer months as well.
And what will people receive for participating?
Participants will receive some one-on-one dietary counseling with a registered dietitian. They also receive weekly training sessions with an exercise specialist, and they have quite thorough medical screening and follow-up with our study physician.
Awesome.
The study is taking place at the University of Alberta in Edmonton in our lab called the Physical Activity and Diabetes Lab.
What is the best way to contact you?
Our email is reset@ualberta.ca.
The Ryder and Lisa replay.
Brought to you by Action Furnace. Fixed right or it's free.
Play 107.